Good morning. Welcome to this Baby Friday edition of First Local Mornings. You are here with Dan, and I'm back.
About freaking time. Glad you had a wonderful vacation.
Everybody's entitled to some vacation time, and I did spend 3 days having a great time, and went on a fishing trip.
And how did that fishing trip go there, madam?
Well, it went very well. There were a lot of fish, and the predictable, fabulous time that comes with good people and good food. Really great. We were at a place called Dog Lake, and I'd never heard of this place, but a glorious little cluster of cabins. A very gracious kind of overseer host. Lots of fish in the lake. We did get many pickerel. I'll show you guys
some. Walleye to our American friends.
What?
They're called walleye to our American friends.
I think walleye is a different fish, isn't it?
Nope, pickerel and walleye are the same.
Well, there you have it. Anyway.
Just in case we get
I am Canadian
from the other side of the border.
I am Canadian, therefore pickerel they were. And I will show some pictures later on from of the fish, of me with the fish, but lots of swimming, like really sandy beaches, like just a really, really glorious time. So certainly, and you can see I'm a little bit colored. I mean, I tan fairly easily. So look at, yes, thank you, yes, glowing, yes, fresh from, frolicking and having just a really, really great time. So I had a great time with the people I was with. Yeah, so, but the weather was spectacular, almost like you couldn't order better days.
No,
for sure.
Going back on that note for weather, we're going to go talk to Mr. Craig here. He's got a little bit of an update on what we're looking for the weekend, which may not be so good.
Well, over the next 36 hours, we're going to go from beautiful summer weather to fall, back to summer, and I will explain that coming up in the 3-day forecast. But today is going to be a very beautiful summer day. Temperatures around 23 to 27 degrees. We do have somewhat of a complicated mess coming though. For later on tonight, we have a cold front coming in, but I'll explain that in just a bit. Right now, let's take a look outside and see what your day is looking like. It's looking pretty nice. That's our live shot, courtesy Wireless Com. And that is our waterfront and City Hall, and a beautiful day today. It's going to enjoy it because tomorrow's going to feel a lot different. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what we look like for the rest of your day. We are seeing mainly sunny skies today. Temperatures, as I said, 23 to 27 degrees. We'll probably achieve 27 by late this afternoon. In the evening, we're going to see those clouds roll in and then some showers starting because we have a secondary cold front coming through tonight. That's going to drop our temperatures to only 17 degrees for your day on Friday with a lot of cool wind and showers. So not a great day for Friday. And then Saturday we start to warm up again, but I will tell you more about that coming up in your 3-day forecast in just a bit. Right now, let's send it back to Dan and Heidi.
Thanks, Craig. Awesome.
Fall. You said that fall word. It's right around the corner.
How do you know when the vacation is over?
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
As we brought to you yesterday on the site, I was able to get in touch with a BC police officer after learning that 21-year-old Min Zing, who is or I guess in this case now was a member of Brothers Keepers gang, was determined to be found dead in a local motel on Sunday. We have reached out to Sault Police Service for some information on gangs, etc. working in Sault Ste. Marie. We haven't yet heard anything back from them. But according to Public Relations Officer Staff Sergeant Lindsay Houghton, the individual was probably getting out of the BC lower 40 there, just to lower, they call it the lower mainland, in order to, there was a lot of police pressure on him. And they can work, just like we can work from anywhere in the world, they can work from anywhere in the world to do their job in illegal arms trades, illegal fentanyl drugs, and they're always trying to expand. These are on the screen. There's the 11 individuals that were put out in May by that BC Police Service to say these are the ones that are likely to pass away because they're being targeted by other gangs.
Oh my gosh.
So there's obviously one less on that list. He couldn't tell me yesterday how many have been taken off that list due to death or whatever else. So whether he was passing through, whether he'd been staying here, there's no real details for how long that was, but we do know that he has passed away in Sault Ste. Marie, and they are considering it an overdose.
So Pym Street, so that would be the
one of the motels.
Yeah, that would be the Diplomat. I think that's actually been...
No, it's a different one than the Diplomat.
Oh, it isn't?
It was at the Canadian.
Oh, Pym Street. Pym Street, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Yes.
400 block.
Yes. Wow. Well, you know what? Things are happening here in the Soo, and not all of them good, unfortunately. On the heels of that, we'll talk about COVID, because you know what happens? I go away for 3 days. I come back, we got 5 new cases of COVID. Come on, people.
Are you sure you didn't bring them back with you? No, these are all from Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area.
Don't. All right. Algoma Public Health, we're just ripping the Band-Aid now, okay? I don't even want to talk about this. So, Algoma Public Health reporting 5 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 1 from Sault Ste. Marie area, 2 from North Algoma, 2 from Central and East Algoma. Cases 421 is reported to be, so case 421 is reported to be currently under investigation, with cases 422 through 425 reported to be self-isolating. What the heck does that mean? Case 421 is reported to be currently under investigation.
They're maybe not sure whether the person
actually has it or not, because they've done that before. They've confirmed a case and then unconfirmed the case. So let's hope that that's what they're investigating. Through contact tracing, of course, all close contacts have been notified. So cause of exposure unknown for case 421 after testing on August 24th. 422 through 424, cause of exposure all listed to be close contact. Okay. And the provincial numbers also are startling to me. Ontario is reporting 660 new COVID-19 cases as of yesterday. So, and this of course represents a significant jump in the daily cases from the previous day, which was, you know, kind of still elevated but moderate at 486. So the provincial case count now stands at 561,297. Of the 660 new cases, the data showed that 398 of those were unvaccinated, 74 were partially vaccinated, and 135 were fully vaccinated people. And for 53 of the people, the vaccination status was unknown.
See, and that's something that Jacob and I covered yesterday too. For anybody that asks the question, I've had it come to my Facebook messaging and everything else. APH does not tell us in Algoma whether they are vaccinated, unvaccinated, or partially vaccinated for the numbers, based on patient privacy.
Okay, well.
So, which is their right to do so.
For sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, I think that, and I've talked about this before, I think that, you know, forcibly compelling somebody to declare vaccination status is it's a slippery slope.
And depending on which employment lawyers and which human rights lawyers and everything else that you speak with,
well,
and I've been doing a lot of that lately, it's going to end up in the Supreme Court. Let's be honest here. Well, the arguments and everything else being made, same with some of the tickets for some of the COVID things, everybody's figuring is going to end up at the Supreme Court, and however long it takes to decide whether that's going to be okay or not.
Well, and who says, right? Like, I mean, because in this moment, certainly they're dangling, you know, participating in events as the carrot, the incentive for people to get fully vaccinated. You know, you want to attend this event, you want to attend that event, you're going to need to demonstrate proof of vaccination. You know, I don't have a lot of faith in that either, because as we're already seeing, people are very slick. They can fabricate these documents. They are doing it even as we speak. So I am unsure where this all ends up.
And I think that's, you sum it up for just about everybody, is we're just unsure where it's going to go. What I can be sure of we're going to go to though now is a break.
Yes.
We have to thank our sponsors for joining us here on First Local.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
Loss is something that never leaves you. Donate $45 today to help victims of impaired driving. A message from MAD Canada.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. You have Dan and Heidi here with you on Thursday, August the 26th. I did not forget, but I did want to acknowledge our sponsors, of course. But I will give you very quickly the rolling totals. So out of the 425 cases that have now been confirmed locally in the Algoma district, 16 of those are listed to be active. Currently, nobody is in hospital, so let's keep doing the things that have been proven to show some efficacy, like washing our hands, social distancing. Those sorts of things are going to, I hopefully, bring the case count back down. Dan, you have something uplifting. Lift us up.
So I spent, as most of you know, Monday and most of Tuesday at the airport, and my tag along was this little wonderful 2.5-year-old boy. His parents messaged out to me when they first heard snowbirds were coming back to town, wondering if their kid who's addicted, Xander, who's addicted to airplanes and the snowbirds, could maybe by chance get to talk to a pilot or see the birds.
Oh my gosh.
We worked, Sue Online, myself, and the snowbirds worked together to allow for this to happen. This kid was able to be right up beside a pilot and everything else, and we have a bit of a piece here for it. When the snowbirds arrived in town Monday, Sue Online worked with them to make the dream of one little boy come true. Starting Monday night, nearing his bedtime, 2.5-year-old Xander waved happily at the crews as they parked at Sue Airport. When we were back Tuesday waiting for our interview, Xander and his family were right there hoping they could tag along. Captain Gabriel Ferris, the public relations officer, granted that wish after we spoke with him about the boy's love for airplanes and the snowbirds. According to Ferris, it's part of the squadron's mission.
For the snowbirds, to inspire the population and to show what the Canadian Forces can do. We're professionals. We work in, we do a lot of teamwork, and to show the skills of the Canadian Armed Forces. So we go across Canada and we show exactly what the Canadian Armed Forces can do and what the pilots can do and the tanks can do when they work together.
Chris, Xander's dad, explained what it was like for the family.
It was incredible. I did never think that we'd get that close to the jets and get such a good look around. It's once in a lifetime.
The snowbirds signed a memento for the family to remember the day by before taking off for London, Ontario. Sue Online was happy to be able to help fulfill the wish and is thankful for the help of the family with shooting our story. For On TV and Sue Online, I'm Dan Gray.
Wow, some great footage there. You do such a great job.
I do want to thank Chris, because on Monday night when they were landing, we were trying to find a way to get video without having to go through the security fence. And we were all standing on top of his Subaru. He said, this is what they're built for. So we're standing on the roof of his Subaru as we're taking photos and videos of them coming in. And that's where you see Xander waving from, as he's standing on the hood with his dad. It was really kind of cool to see the excitement on everybody's face That, like, they didn't know, I didn't know whether they'd be allowed to come in until literally Captain Ferris came up and said, we're going to go for your interview, and yeah, they can come along.
Wow.
So it was nice to have them with us. It was nice to be able to see the excitement as somebody who was an air cadet for many years. It was kind of nice to be that close to the snowbirds. So, and to see somebody else and inspire somebody else to do it, you never know, he might be a snowbird pilot in 18, 19, 20 years.
You never know. One never knows. Well, we better get to some local news here. Well, not that wasn't local, but we do have something relatively urgent. The Sault Ste. Marie Police Service is requesting the public's assistance in locating one Richard Nanchin. Richard is described as being 5'11". He weighs approximately 180 pounds. He does have light brown hair. He was last seen in Ottawa, Ontario on August 10th. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to contact Sault Ste. Marie Police at 705-949-6300.
And another matter that police are apparently been made aware of, I got a message yesterday from Loveleen Sharma. Loveen's one of our local...
I thought you said lovely. I was going to say, okay.
Lovely, she's lovely too. She's one of our local new immigrant individuals for the last year and a half or so she's lived here, and she's catching word that there are people who are claiming to be their organization.
Okay.
And they're saying they're from 1010 St. Antoine West, 2nd floor, Montreal. Is the address that they're claiming to be from? It's not their location. The individual's name is Mohammed Imran. If you see anything in regards to immigrating to Canada from him, or in some cases offering housing for international students and stuff, you're advised to speak with Loveleen Sharma, and her number is 705-992-5250.
Okay.
That's a way to make sure that you're not going to get scammed if you're an international student or if you're an international individual who's trying to come to Sault Ste. Marie. That Mohammed Imran is not the organization that you're looking for.
He is not your friend. He is not your friend.
It's just they're concerned,
sure,
and understandably so.
Well, I mean,
that people are going to get scammed out of money and ability to maybe come here legitimately.
Well, you know, and talk about a vulnerable population. Like, you know, I mean, and certainly undermining all of the good work that so many organizations are doing to help the newcomers, you know, get established, find their feet, you know, learn the language, you know, like I think of the team at the Sault Community Career Center. I think of, you know, the local immigration partnership. There are so many agencies locally that are doing such great work. So make sure that the person that you're in contact with is legitimate for sure.
One of those agencies that's doing great work that you have just mentioned is St. Vincent de Paul's.
Yes.
And they're doing something really cool with schools and learning.
Yes,
and
they are.
I know you have the story.
And this is not the first time they've done it, okay? So I am excited to bring back news about the Lunches for Learning program. So once again, St. Vincent de Paul is very pleased to be able to once again offer the Lunches for Learning program, which helps ensure that no local children have to go hungry at school. Can there be a worthier cause? I think not. Parents and guardians of school-age children are eligible to receive weekly packages of school-safe foods for lunches that will allow them to send their child to school every day with a meal to have throughout. So the packages will contain foods such as granola bars, yogurts, sandwich bread, cheese strings, fresh fruit, vegetables, and juice boxes. Okay, so this year then, all packages will be delivered to registered families every Friday, and the first deliveries of this school year will be on September the 10th. So in order to register for the Lunches for Learning program or for more information, parents and guardians can contact Sarah by messaging the St. Vincent de Paul Facebook page at St. Vincent Place, or emailing vincentplacepr@shaw.ca, or simply calling 253-2770 and hitting extension number 4. And of course, just the Lunches for Learning, if you are interested in supporting this excellent program, they are accepting donations of the items listed above, or you can make financial donation on the website. And we, of course, have posted this article, so all of the relevant hyperlinks are there. If you want to make a financial donation, if you're able to, click on the link and do it.
And I think it's important, and we're getting back into kids going back to school at a kind of regular type atmosphere. where lunches and breakfasts for kids and stuff are going to be important, especially for the ones that can't necessarily afford it at home.
Yes.
So,
well, there's no greater distraction than hunger.
And if we don't want to be hungry and we want paychecks, we have to go see our sponsors.
That's right. You know, we've got such worthy
sponsors.
We'll
see you shortly after the break with some social media and other fun tidbits.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Inches home to Lola found this large male sports away trimming black fur asserts dominance over.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Aug26 Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Good morning and welcome back to this Thursday Baby Friday edition of First Local Mornings. It is August the 26th. You are sitting with Dan and Heidi.
And it is a wonderful morning outside.
Yes,
Thank you to our weather specialist for predicting that one for us. He's also saying there's going to be a little bit of fall, but we'll get to him in a little bit.
Yeah, we don't need to be brought down just yet.
One of the things that is kind of cool with this weather and something I learned from the Horticultural Society was that they are dedicating a park in the name of Suzanne Hanna. Now, I didn't know this individual. I haven't been here long enough to know a lot of these people. But according to the Horticultural Society, Hanna made a significant difference and contribution, not only in Sault Ste. Marie, but throughout our province and nationally by her leadership, dedication to support of a community betterment through a myriad of avenues and especially through many, many lives she touched. The Sault Ste. Marie Horticultural Society warmly welcomes you as we honor Suzanne Hanna by renaming the present Forest Heights Community Garden to the Suzanne Hanna Memorial Community Garden. The renaming ceremony will take place Monday, August 30th at 11 a.m. at the present Forest Heights Community Garden in the Pea Patch at the corner of Placid and Palace Drives. The public's invited to the dedication ceremony, and if choosing to join them, they want you to do a bunch of the different COVID restrictions. And just to be there and celebrate her life, I think, is kind of the idea, and to share your memories of the individual. And just to be there for this rededication, which is kind of a cool way to remember somebody who had such an impact on everybody's life.
Well, yeah, and I think that becomes, like that's two-part, right? It's certainly an honor for the individual, even posthumously, and allows the community to reflect on the contributions that this person made. But what a memorial for the family members to really kind of bask in the glow of what this person, this relative, accomplished, right?
Well, and we all go to like a cemetery to remember somebody or anything to the effect of, and now this family will be able to go to a park in her honor. And what does that say as a city to say this person had such an impact that we're going to take one of our parks and rename it after her?
Well, and what does that say for sure? Like what a contribution made. All right, well, great. It is known, or maybe you don't know, that some of the medical the medical offices locally do participate as an education centre on behalf of the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. And the Northern Ontario School of Medicine does do national awards, right? Because certainly there are a number of, like a whole string of participating medical offices as part of this educational unit. So the Northern Ontario School of Medicine then wishes to recognize medical student Danica Desjardins, and she has received the Canadian Medical Hall of Fame Award for 2021. So this particular award does recognize a second-year medical student who exemplifies perseverance, collaboration, as well as an entrepreneurial spirit. Gosh, wouldn't you want those 3 words to be said about a doctor who was serving you? Perseverance, collaboration, and an entrepreneurial spirit. So these particular recipients do have to have an established track record of community leadership, of superior communication skills, and a demonstrated interest in advanced knowledge. So certainly Desjardins seems to exemplify all of these attributes. She is a Francophone medical student who completed a Bachelor of Health Sciences at the University of Ottawa, followed by a master's degree in public health at Queen's University, where she focused on public health at Queen's, on public health programming in Arvia, Nunavut. So certainly a whole list of accolades attributable to this individual, this remarkable person. Congratulations, Danica Desjardins.
And just in that same story, she says she's very honored to get the award, and I would think probably that would be an understatement for most individuals who would win a national award like that, to be honored in winning something when you're put up against so many different.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm certain that there are a number of individuals, particularly since the NOSM focuses, as per the name, on Northern Ontario. So working in the farther flung regions of Northern Ontario probably presents its own set of unique challenges. You would expect that there would be a number of limitations that a physician would encounter.
Learning in Nunavut would be one of those, you're way out in the middle of nowhere, and that's nothing against Nunavut, but it's a long way away.
Well, and like I said, I think that presents its own set of challenges with maintaining supplies and inventory, and if you should run short of something, when does the next supply arrive? And
Well, I can tell you right now, Starbucks isn't going to have to worry about an inventory of unusable cups, I guess. Apparently, they've been telling us, we're reading something here, that Starbucks is reintroducing reusable mugs. I know you have something on that for us here in a moment. Tim Hortons and McDonald's haven't gone down this road, and I think you have a bit of a story there for us.
Yeah, I'm just going to slide my coffee out
off the screen.
Okay, let's talk about Starbucks. Okay, so this week, Starbucks, and we have at least 2 locally. I've heard rumors, whispers of a third one being introduced. But anyway, this week Starbucks took a new turn in returning to pre-pandemic life. It's once again offering the service to customers coffee in reusable mugs. Okay, so that's been off the table for a while now, as per pandemic restrictions. So as you'd said, Tim Hortons and McDonald's have no immediate plans, according to their representative, to accept reusable mugs, but Starbucks is on board. So now that Starbucks has reintroduced reusable mugs, some environmentally conscious coffee drinkers, wow, there's a tongue twister for you.
Don't think I want to say
8:28 in the morning. Environmentally conscious coffee drinkers are asking why the other major chains aren't following suit. My guess is they will very shortly. Most retail hospitality places are sensitive to pressure. So when customers bring their reusable cups to Starbucks, they place it on a tray or in a ceramic mug so the employees don't touch the cup. So this is how they're getting around it. So when they prepare the order. Currently, only customers at its cafes, not the drive-thrus, can bring one in. So customers remove the lid and place the reusable cup, which must be clean. So you're gonna have to clean your cups. Again, on the tray. Why do they always have to restate things? I don't understand that. Okay, so anyways, at this point, the Starbucks employee will fill the cup while touching only the ceramic mug or tray. I see all kinds of training being involved in this. People are going to have specialized training to handle this, because
yeah, and just watching the video that Mike had put up there, showing how they were going to go about doing this, I can only assume there will be slip-ups, and please, I had another one of these individuals reach out to me last night. Frontline workers are getting yelled at for little slip-ups here and there, and not by their management,
no,
but by customers. Customers are coming in and they're giving them a hard time because they're not following every COVID protocol. I don't know about you. I think it's impossible for us to follow every COVID protocol everywhere we work. I'm sure people have forgotten their masks going into a place or whatever else. It's just. Again, this one came to me yesterday as somebody was being yelled at for not doing their job properly, their frontline service, and they are people too. They shouldn't be yelled at for making mistakes. We all make mistakes.
If I can come in there and say something to you guys.
Sure.
The other thing too is about these reusable cups. I'll put it on the screen. I guess over in Britain, this is what they're doing in Britain for the McDonald's. What they do is basically it's a return point. And you return the cup. Isn't that weird?
Well, I don't know. It seems kind of creepy to me. Rife with opportunity for, cross-contamination, in my opinion. Again, my opinion is my own and not that of Superior Media.
I thought I'd throw it out to you. I wanted you guys to see that.
No, that's interesting. No, it's good to have an international perspective if we can access one for sure. I'd want to know more about it.
I think there needed to be a little more.
I'd really want to kind of know sterilization.
Yes, viewers, now it's in my book to look into.
Well, Chase reporter, yes. And who are you going to contact in the UK, Dan? It's already reaching out to British Columbia.
You'd be surprised.
Can England be much farther behind?
Well, they're a little bit closer than the other side of British Columbia, but we do have to get to a break to thank our sponsors. And thank you again for supporting.
I want to name some of these sponsors. We've got the Rollers Bocce. We've got the Refinery. We've got, exemplary real estate agents such as Tammy Ovey. We have all of the people. So if you want your company to be featured on our show, you want to put your words in our mouth, then you need to contact our sales department stat. Do that. Or contact me and I'll put you in contact and you can get the Heidi special. Yes.
You can contact me.
Just call and say Heidi sent me, Dan sent me, anybody can send you. Yes. All right, now you can show the
people.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Cherbinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Cherbinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. You are here with Dan and Heidi, and we are having a great time.
It is definitely a different morning when we decide we're extending partially through a show, but that's perfectly good with everybody else because now we get to see all our people on social media.
That's right. And before we get into routine social media, I must make amends. On my vacation, I was out of town and consequently quite unavailable to my friend, my dear friend, Kim. And Kim did have a fantastic birthday on August the 23rd. I can at least get the day right, even if I wasn't present. So we have some pictures here of, there's Kim and I. That was at her I'm not, well, she's beautiful. That was her 50th birthday. And I won't give you the year, so you cannot date her because it wouldn't matter. So there we are driving to the beach. She was in the middle of a tirade against some erratic driving, and her road rage was sufficient that I needed to capture it. And that was what we were on our way to do, is to have some fun at the beach. I'm not sure if alcoholic beverages were permitted on the beach, but certainly we were enjoying some.
That doesn't look alcoholic. It's okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you can barely see that it's a gin smash, and you can barely see that we were smashed. So, perfect.
You didn't look completely
Happy birthday,
smashed.
Kim. You are as gorgeous as you are intelligent, and your words of wisdom, your kindness, and your unfailing support have been critical to me in so many moments of my life here in the Soo, and I would be lost without you, love. So happy belated birthday, and forgive me for missing it.
And happy birthday. And she had her reasons for missing it, so...
They were fishy. They were fishy. Show the fish. This is the only reason.
Fishy.
Show the fish. And I need some canned applause, man, because I learned sport fishing this weekend.
Did you learn to clean the fish?
Oh, yeah, well, the cleaning, but... Yeah, but I mean, like, switching up of the lures. But look at this. There I am. So that was like the first catch of the trip, I believe. It was a bass. We did throw it back because, you know, nobody in the boat really liked bass. Yeah, well, sure. Look at that little pickerel. Man, I was giving him a kiss goodbye.
Walleye.
He was too small to keep. Stop with your walleye. We're in Canada. Stop it. Okay, and my last one. And that was, you know, just a sample of, like, the combined efforts of the people in the boat. Yeah, so a very fishy time. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was very rewarding. The lake involved very big, so of course we had to spend some time understanding it and figuring out where the best places. It was Dog Lake.
Where's Dog Lake?
It's off. It's north of Wawa. You go on into Missinabie and then you boat in.
I heard about that when I was up in Wawa, and I was going to go there, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I should have.
Well, there are a number of these lodges that you can get to. I forget the specific name of the one that we were at. Unfortunate for the business because they are fantastic, but maybe I don't want everybody crowding there because it is my intention to go back next year and fish still more. I mean, a lot of the little fish that we gave back will be bigger then, and it's on. Yes.
You go get those walleye.
You stop calling them walleye, Dan.
And we have...
Feels like an American. Like, not that that's a bad thing, but in Canada we say pickerel.
And in Canada we also say good morning to all the people that follow us.
Yes, and we're going to go into social media.
Margaret McCraig says good morning all.
Oh, good. Hello, Margaret. I've missed all of these little faces, these little names, your plethora of emojis. You run with it, Dan.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking the day off of social media.
Are you now? I did this yesterday, so I'm going to try some of these names. Giselle, the wonderful Giselle, is good morning to everybody.
Whoa. Well, I'm having an issue too because, you know, the void gave up some people, so that's okay. You go with it, Dan.
We
you
have
do
Giselle,
this.
we have my mom saying good morning. We have Jen Buchan saying good morning to Jen. Bradley Evoy.
Oh, slow down. Savor it.
We're savoring it. Got it. We have Bradley Evoy.
Yes, Bradley. 3 exclamation points.
And a happy baby Friday with a peace sign.
Oh.
And Evelyn McColman says welcome back to Heidi.
Aw, thanks, Evelyn.
Told you people miss you. It's one of those things. We miss you when you're not here.
Aw.
I miss you as my editor, that's for sure. Vino, and I'm not even going to try it. Vino, good morning. So good morning, Vino. Johan Chatrid. Again.
Johan Chartrand.
Sure. This is why you're helping. Thank you for respecting everyone.
Well, we try.
We try our best.
Yeah, gotta be balanced.
Chris Bridges, good morning and happy baby Friday. Today in television history, 1955, first color telecast, NBC of a tennis match, the Davis Cup.
Ooh, that's interesting. There's a factoid for you. Way to go, Chris.
We'll have a few more of those, and maybe
only one more. One big one.
One big one. Yeah.
One big one.
Kimberly Seabrook, good morning.
My girl. Happy birthday, baby.
Oh, okay, I'm now drawing the line.
Yeah, you can make the connections now, and its circle is complete.
Good morning, everyone, from Tony Mancuso. Have a great day with coffee, and smiley faces. I don't drink coffee, so that's 2 coffees for you.
Yeah, well, there you go.
My dad is saying good morning from the golf course.
I have missed the Grays. Yeah, you don't watch anymore.
He's really busy in the morning.
Yes.
And this morning he's out, he's the marshal at a local golf course near Fergus.
A marshal? A golf course needs a marshal?
Yeah, apparently for something.
You didn't say 4. That's a $50 fine for you.
I think it's more to keep people moving.
Oh, okay.
Like, just to make sure they're all doing their way.
Nothing to see here.
Aneki.
Inika.
Thank you. I know I was going to mess it up.
That's okay. I'm still your editor. It's fine.
That works. Yeah, see, and this is why I don't put phonetic spelling in my stories, because you fix that too. Inika. I said Aneki yesterday, so. Inika. Good morning, everyone. Happy Baby Friday. With a wave, a coffee, a cookie, some flowers.
She's generous with her emojis.
Comes with everything.
Well, you know, good times in the Netherlands.
My mom is congratulating both of us on our weight loss. Apparently, we look
I'm not sure that weight loss could be what I had over the weekend. I ate all of the things. I drank all of the things.
And ate all the fish. It was just a good weekend, but it was you're allowed those breaks. Wow. And at least that's what my app tells me anyway.
Well, yes. That's what I'm saying, and I rounded it all off with some Captain Crunch last night.
With that said, what is lunch today?
Protein shake and water. Lots and lots of water.
Yeah. We just won't say what my breakfast was on an early morning walk-in.
You're lucky I didn't slap that right out of your hand and eat it in front of you.
Well, it is what it is.
It's a hash brown.
And we do have a factoid though. The only factoid today because we couldn't.
Oh, you want me to do that right now?
Well, I'm thinking it might not be
probably.
A bad idea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So most of you will have heard that Charlie Watts, the drummer for the Rolling Stones, did pass away. He was 80 years old. His passing was announced by his publicist, Bernard Doherty, and it's a very sad day for music indeed. So many U.S. fans then did last see Watts on their television sets on April 18th, 2020, in the depths of the world's struggle against the coronavirus pandemic. And during the global fundraiser concert One World Together at Home, which was broadcast on all of the major U.S. networks, Watts and his bandmates Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Wood delighted viewers with a stay-at-home version of You Can't Always Get What You Want. You know, in that appearance, Watts was casually dressed, you know, and donned his headphones and happily drummed in what appeared to be his living room. So a very, very significant loss again for the musical community. I could literally go on for, you know, an entire other show listing off what somebody would accumulate in terms of, you know, contribution, of skill set, of musical prowess. When you think of the Rolling Stones, you have to really kind of understand the capacity, the enormity of the blanket of music that they have placed over the social scene across decades.
And to that note, they're iconic. Like if anybody's listened to any music at all in North America over the last 30, 40, 50 years, you're hearing Rolling Stones on the radio.
Well,
even in today's landscape where it's lots of different not so great music sometimes, the Rolling Stones come on, everybody still cranks them up.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know, and the last thing I will say, because you know we do also have to go to our own, you know, weather-based icon. I didn't forget, but even Craig must acknowledge Charlie Watts. And the last thing that I will say is that, you know, their musical tapestry, if you will, their mosaic, certainly saw forays into so many different genres of music, and that's something that's always stuck with me about the Rolling Stones, and I think it's really contributed to the longevity of their popularity, is that they didn't just stick to one sound. They flirted with so many different sounds very successfully. I might add so many collaborations. So once again, a significant loss to the musical community, and music has changed.
And
will change.
It has changed, it will change, but the Rolling Stones will be forever.
They will remain. Yeah. Oh, well said, Dan. Well said.
And I think somebody else who seems to want to be forever, because we didn't forget about him, but anyway, is Craig over in the weather studio.
Thanks very much, guys. And it looks like we are in for a pretty nice day today as we see mainly sunny skies, beautiful sunrise this morning. We are taking a look at the satellite, and this is what's happening today. We are pretty much clear today, but we're watching this activity out to the west. This is a warm front that's going to be coming in later on tonight, giving us some showers. but also a cold front right behind it, which is going to drop our temperatures come Friday, giving us a good shot of rain as well. We'll take a look at the radar. Really nothing to show you. We have nothing to worry about for the next 12 to say 30 hours before we start seeing some precipitation head our way. We might see a few showers develop later on tonight, but late tonight. Let's take a look at temperatures. Not bad at all. 23 today, 23 in Wawa, 22 in Timmins, 24 in Sudbury. Keep in mind, we could bump these temperatures up for a period of time today as that warm front kind of pushes through. As far as the systems for the area for today, so we have this cold front coming through, but we also have this warm front that's going to give us some showers overnight. But this cold front will keep us kind of cool but dry for today, and then this mess will come in for Friday, also giving us temperatures almost close to fall just for one day though, and then we start to rebound our temperatures. So let's take a look at your forecast for the next 3 days. For today, just sunny skies, a beautiful day today. 23 to 27 degrees is the actual call. 17 degrees overnight as those showers start to roll in. 17 degrees, I should say, for Friday as we see those showers roll in. And then Saturday, temperatures kind of getting back to normal with some showers early on in Saturday. We should see a little bit of a break and then redevelop those showers Saturday night. And they're also going to spread into our Sunday. But I'll tell you more about your weekend coming up at 5 o'clock. Right now, we're going to send it right back to Heidi and Dan.
His wonderful piece of information about it being 17 degrees tomorrow with rain reminds us that there are some fall colors coming up fairly quickly here.
For sure.
Yeah, I know that you said you were north. I'm sure you saw, because I went north on the weekend, just how the trees are just starting at the crowns to change.
Well, you know what, and I will say that I noticed it more on the way back, so I don't know if that's just how quickly it can happen, like over the course of 4 days. Like, you know, we drove up, we were there. I didn't notice it as much on the water, but I don't know, maybe the lake effect kind of has an opportunity to. But as well, there weren't very many deciduous trees around the lake, is what I observed. But on the way back, I did notice some color in the leaves, you know, and fall is one of my favorite times of year, but I'm not sure that I'm quite ready for the summer to be over just yet. I hope, because Craig had told us that there are some trees that will mimic fall colors to deter some pests, some insects that will come and feed on them. So let's hope that that's what we're looking at.
On the fall colors, and I know this isn't up on the site, and this is going to be completely out of normal, I was contacted by CN yesterday. They are confirming the Algoma tour train is going to run this year. Originally, there'd been reports of it being from September 18th until October. They have determined that it will now be September 25th through to October. Okay. And because people were purchasing tickets for the 18th, you will be able to access a refund.
Good.
If you don't want to put it maybe towards one of the trains that's already going in those 3 prime weeks. And the scary consideration to all this is that's a month away. Yeah. They're calling prime fall color season for up here a month away. I remember when I came up here September of last year, and I made 6 or 7 trips back and forth to Southern Ontario for 3 weekends in a row. It was just, you could tell the colors just changed over those 3 weekends significantly. Yeah. And by the time my parents were able to make it up here on Thanksgiving, the colors were pretty much over. Yep. Which surprised me, because they had hardly started to change in Southern Ontario. Yep. So it just reminds you just technically how far north you are.
Yes. Yes.
So, we were leaves, salad kits. We're getting a little leafy today.
Yeah.
Like I said, some of my tie-overs are a little rusty, but Curation Foods is recalling its Eat Smart brand Asian sesame chopped salad kit over possible listeria contamination. Ooh. This was definitely distributed here. It could have been distributed nationwide. It's a 340 gram packages with a best before date of August 24th. Okay. There have been no reports of illnesses linked to the product. Food contamination with listeria may not look or smell spoiled, but can still make you sick. Symptoms can include nausea, fever, muscle aches, severe headache, neck stiffness, and in some cases even death. So how do we tell if it's listeria or COVID?
You don't.
You don't. And with that, we're going to head over and thank some of those sponsors. You have some names for us again this time, or no?
Oh, I'm still reveling in the contaminated salad. Yes, no, we have a number of worthy. We have, there are... You challenged me. I know we have Canal Drilling. I know that we have NAC window coverings. What, did I get it wrong? United Way. We have, of course, Maker North, and Joseph did pop in. My friend at Maker North. Good day, everyone. Cheers. You know what? We have so many worthy people. I clearly am making a call to the community, inviting them to get on board, because we're ready to support you.
And we're going to go see some of them support us.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Rollers Bocce is now open. Located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
And welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting our program. And like Heidi and I have both said, if you want to get a sponsorship with us, you can reach out to either of us or our sales team or Bruce, our manager. Pretty much anybody that works here can get you in touch with who needs to be
we are on it.
We're on it. Like Heidi's saying over there, we're on it. Another person that is on it is Craig with a preview of our forecast.
And you know what I just realized? In 4 months, it's Boxing Day. Just let you all know. Something to look forward to, I guess, in 4 months. But right now, we're going to look forward to a beautiful day today. We have temperatures of 23 to 27. Beautiful sunny skies today. Just nice, really nice summer day. Very low humidity for now. But then we're going to start seeing some clouds roll in later on today into our evening and give us some showers for Friday. And Friday is not looking pretty at all. But for your day today, we're looking pretty nice. We're going to see those showers roll in late tonight. We're going to start off light and then pick up for the morning. Most of our day tomorrow, cloudy, cool, and windy. Typical fall weather, but only for one day, because then we start rebounding those temperatures for the weekend. Going to get muggy on the weekend, but we also have some showers and thunderstorms to watch out for. I'll give you those details coming up at 5 o'clock tonight.
Thanks, Craig. From what I'm hearing with the cool weather, the winds of change are blowing in, and we have an election, so maybe there's some change there. We were just notified that locally the Conservative Party has taken the lead in local polling. Now, we know polling is polling, and polling isn't always correct, but this has always been one of those toss-up regions. Since the beginning of this election call, so who knows tomorrow who it'll be. And on that note, you have something that's near and dear to your heart from Mr. Sheehan.
Yeah, well, you know, the Liberals have announced some very specific, of course, platforms to speak from, some promises, if you will, and they're hitting upon housing concerns, right? Because that's a significant concern. You know, as a single parent, I live in an apartment. I would love to buy a home. The costs are becoming increasingly prohibitive. And I am not alone. There are many Canadians then who see owning a home as the key to building their future and joining the middle class. However, rents are increasing, housing prices, as we know, are continuing to rise, and in this case, young people, many young people, and some not so young people, right, don't see a clear path to affording the same lives that, you know, might have been lived by the parents who reared them. So Justin Trudeau, of course, The leader of the Liberal Party, okay, has, indicated that he believes that owning a home shouldn't be out of reach and renting shouldn't be so expensive. Agreed. And he doesn't feel that people should be losing out in bidding wars when they see houses sitting empty next door. Or having to move, to your point, having to move hundreds of kilometers away from communities just so that they can pay rent. So Terry Sheehan, our local Liberal candidate, has stated that, locally we have seen an even greater acceleration in the housing shortage recently. We have a real plan to combat this shortage, including a substantial investment to build new homes and repair existing ones and to make sizable, impactful additions to the complement of homes in the country, and as well as right here in Sault Ste. Marie. And of course, his commitment and looking forward to working with local community partners, including the City of Sault Ste. Marie, other municipalities and community partners to tackle this shortage and build on the work that has been done over the last couple of years. I encourage you, regardless of your, whatever political bent you have, I'm not necessarily a very political person, but again, when something kind of connects to you personally, and that's how they get you, right? There are a number of points in the article that we have posted to the website. So go check it out and see the different ways that the Liberals intend or state that they will attack this issue. Over to you.
Something that has been really close to home for a lot of individuals in Sault Ste. Marie is the crime level in the community.
Okay.
I reached out on Tuesday to all of the candidates to ask them locally what they're going to be doing about crime. I gave them a time frame to get back to me, and the only individual that was able to get back to me in the time frame was Mr. Spina. He is saying that according to the annual report from Sault Ste. Marie Police Services, violent crime has gone up from 621 incidents in 2016 to 885 incidents in 2019. That represents 42% increase. He's saying his competitors at the Liberal Party are refused to believe that their policies have anything to do with this. He's seen the increase in crime Sault Ste. Marie firsthand, as he was a former police officer.
Yes.
He hears concerns about the crime level at every few doors that he knocks upon. Residents of Sault Ste. Marie have the right to be free from crime, said Sonny. We have a plan to take action against criminal use of firearms and violent crime. They want to amend the criminal code for possession of weapons, for unauthorized possession of firearms, and they are going to conduct a review of the catch and release provision of Bill C-75 if they become the ruling party in Canada.
Okay.
So with that, it's nice to see that somebody's looking at the crime level, because I hear it and I live it, and my job lives it every day, dealing with the crime. On the other note, though, as we've brought some nice news stories this morning, let's not have everybody's mind jaded about our community. We do have good people here.
100%.
I'm talking about something that happened in Jamestown yesterday that's coming up today later when I get a story out there. We have a few other good news tidbits that have happened in the community.
A teasing. I love it.
There are good news stories, not everywhere you look, but there are still good news stories in this community.
Well, and it's a perspective thing, right? Like, you can choose to see the negative, which certainly exists, but if you look hard enough, like the good is there too. I mean, otherwise everything's just shades of terrible, and what's the point, right?
My brother and his girlfriend came up to Sault Ste. Marie. The thing they found is so beautiful up here. And when we live here all the time,
we can forget.
Don't always see that.
Yeah.
And it sometimes takes somebody who comes in from an outsider perspective to say, yeah, well, it is kind of beautiful.
Oh, and here's one thing I did want to say as well, as I was puttering around the lake, and you're surrounded by all this scenic beauty, because I grew up in a very scenic, beautiful area north of Bruce Mine. So I guess, to your point, you get kind of blinded to it. But, going to this place as an adult kind of lets you understand why people choose to do these things, and to me it comes down to, and this is sort of what we're talking about, like controlling your thoughts and making sure that, you're visualizing as much as makes you feel good and uplifted. You can certainly focus on the negative, but how does that make you feel? So you go to these places because it kind of clears. I didn't hear, there was no reception there. So like really you had nothing to distract you, and it really does kind of allow you that capacity, if you're open to it, to control your thoughts, which can be difficult when you're being bombarded with stimulus. Speaking of stimulus, let's talk about Tom Cruise.
Well, we got 30 seconds, so Tom Cruise is going to have to wait, even though he is
Top Gun 2.
Top Gun 2, yeah, is November 19th apparently coming out, provided COVID and everything else doesn't mess up with it. But we are going to be out of time right now, so thank you for joining us this morning.
Tom Cruise.
And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning at First Local.
Have a great day.